Okay, so wait, let me just start because I've been wanting to talk about this for a while now. So, you guys know how painful the AI video workflow is, right? Like, you're editing inside Premiere Pro, you're in the zone, everything's going smoothly, and then you need to do something with AI. Maybe you want to change a background, maybe you want to remove an object, whatever. And what do you have to do? You stop everything. You export the clip, you open Chrome, you go to whatever AI website, you upload the file, and if your internet is slow, brother, that upload alone takes forever. Then you wait for it to generate, then you download it, then you go back to Premiere and re-import it. And by that point, you've completely lost your flow. You've wasted like 15, 20 minutes and you're just tired. I've been doing this for so long and it's always been this annoying back and forth thing. Like, why can't it just be there inside the editor? And then Higgsfield went ahead and did exactly that. They launched an Adobe plugin, and I don't mean like some basic export button or a little shortcut. I mean a full panel inside Premiere Pro and After Effects where you can use Higgsfield's AI video tools directly on your timeline clips without leaving the app, without exporting anything. You just use it right there. When I first heard about this, I honestly thought, okay, it's probably going to be limited, like you can do one or two basic things. But no, there are 5 actual features inside this plugin, and each one is genuinely useful. So let me just go through them quickly, and then I'll show you the setup and the actual test. So first one is reframe. Basically, if you have a landscape clip and you need to convert it to vertical for Reels, for Shorts, for TikTok, you click one button and it intelligently reframes it. It doesn't just crop it randomly, it actually understands what's important in the frame and keeps that centered. That alone saves so much time if you're repurposing content across platforms. Second one is remove background. Pretty straightforward name. You drop your clip in, tell it to remove the background, done. No green screen, no manual masking, no rotoscoping frame by frame, just gone. If you make any kind of talking head content or product videos, this is genuinely huge. Third is upscale. So you can take a low resolution clip and push it up to 4K or even 8K. And what I like about Higgsfield's upscaler specifically is that it actually recovers detail rather than just making everything blurry and soft like some AI upscalers do. So if you have old footage or something shot on a phone, this can really clean it up. Fourth one, okay, this one is my personal favorite. It's called Draw to Edit. So you literally open the frame, you draw on it like you're sketching, you circle the thing you want to change, you type what you want, and the AI just handles it. Remove this object, replace this thing with something else. Change what's in this area. It's like, you know how Photoshop has that generative fill where you select something and describe what you want. It's basically that, but for video. For moving footage inside Premiere Pro, that's wild to me. And fifth is edit video, which is the most general one. You select any clip on your timeline, you describe the changes you want in plain language, and Higgsfield transforms it. Okay, so now let me show you how to actually set this up because honestly, the installation is easier than I expected. You go to Higgsfield's website, I'll put the link in the description, and you navigate to their Adobe Plugin section. You'll see a download button. You pick your operating system. I'm on Windows, so I downloaded the Windows version. You'll get a ZXP file. Now, if you're on Windows, one thing, you need a separate ZXP installer app to actually open and install that file. It's free. I'll link that in the description too. Mac users, I think you have a slightly different process, but it's still simple. So you download the ZXP installer, you double-click the Higgsfield plugin file, it installs automatically into both Premiere Pro and After Effects. Takes like a minute. Then you open Premiere, you go to Window, you go to Extensions, and you'll see Higgsfield in the list. Click it, and a panel opens up on the side. First time you open it, it'll ask you to log in. It opens your browser, you sign into your Higgsfield account, you approve the connection, and that's it. Goes back to Premiere, and you're connected. My previous generations were already showing up in the panel, which was a nice touch. Felt very seamless. One thing, you do need a Higgsfield subscription for this to work, and obviously an Adobe subscription. So keep that in mind, but if you're already using Higgsfield, this is just an upgrade to how you use it. All right, so let me actually test it now because talking about features is one thing, seeing it work is another. I've got this stock footage clip, just a simple clip, guy walking, nothing fancy, basic background. I want to completely transform the background using just a text prompt. No masking, no manual work, just describe it and generate. So I click the plus icon in the Higgsfield panel, drag my clip into it, select my video model. I'm using Cans 2 because in my experience, it gives the best results for this kind of editing work. And then I type my prompt. I want to change the background, so I describe what I want it to look like, set the aspect ratio, set the resolution, and hit generate, and now we wait. Which Honestly, even the wait feels different when you're doing it inside Premiere. Like usually when you're waiting on an AI website, you kind of disconnect from your project. Here, you're still in your editor. You can keep working on other parts of your timeline while this runs in the panel. That's actually a proper workflow improvement. Okay, so the generation is done, and now I just drag it from the panel directly onto my timeline. I'll trim it a bit so you can see the before and after clearly side by side and play bro. Look at that. The guy is walking the exact same way. Every movement is perfectly preserved, the motion is smooth, and the entire world around him has changed. Just from a text prompt. One prompt. Inside Premiere Pro. No exporting, no browser tabs, no downloading, nothing. Start to finish in one place. And I want you to really think about what this means for content creation workflows. Like if you're making YouTube videos, if you're making reels, if you're a freelancer editing for clients, how many times do you need to do something like this? Change a background, clean up a clip, reframe footage for a different platform. Every one of those tasks used to be a whole separate process. Now it's just part of your edit. I did a second test with a more creative prompt, something with more visual transformation, and the result was even more impressive. I'll show that clip too so you can see how far you can push it. But honestly, the thing that stuck with me after using this is not even the quality of the AI, even though that's great. It's the fact that somebody finally understood that the friction is the problem. Like AI video tools have been getting better and better, but the workflow around them was still annoying. You still had to break your flow to use them. And Higgsfield just removed that. And if you want to see me test the other features in depth, the upscaler, the draw tool, full breakdowns, subscribe because that content is coming.